It's the first thing she ate all day. Good girl, Mama. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Imani Janae. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am so happy to have you here, and I hope you consider subscribing down below. Today I'm getting into all things Layla. As you probably could tell by the title, she did get surgery, and this was the spay/neuter surgery, but since she is a female dog, it is called a spay. So I just want to get into all the details about that. I know you guys had a ton of questions. I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram and in my YouTube community section. So thank you for everyone who participated. I'm going to get into all the questions and have little throwbacks of the actual day of the procedure. So hopefully all your questions will be answered. And if you have anything that you still want to answer below, you can put it in the comment section. I will get back to as many people as I can. But yes, I know the star of the show is Layla, so let me show you her. She is sitting right here next to me looking out the window. So this is kind of her spot. She loves looking out the window. So this is what she does on a regular basis. So yeah, she's here. She's just gonna be looking out the window while I answer questions about her. Okay, so let's get into the questions. I'm going to be going back and forth through Instagram and my YouTube community posts just so I can make sure I'm answering everybody's questions. But the first question that I'm going to be answering is, what was the surgery for? And as I mentioned before, it was for her to be spayed. So she got spayed. And by Google, the definition of a spay: female animals have a spay, which is an incision made just below the belly button into the abdomen. The reproductive tract, both ovaries and the uterus, are completely removed through this incision. Then the incision is closed with 2 layers of stitches under the skin that will dissolve and be absorbed by the body over time. So basically, this surgery just prevent Layla from getting pregnant. She can't have any babies. I won't be breeding her. She won't be getting pregnant by any random dogs. And yeah. All right, the next question was, why did we choose to spay her at this age? And that was because that's what the vet recommended. Honestly, I just went based on what our vet said. The vet was ready to do it at like 5 months. I wasn't necessarily ready to do it that early, but I trust my vet. So I was like, maybe 6 months, that would be good. And we got it at the end of November, so she was about to be 7 months and like 5 days after the surgery. So we got it at a pretty good time. I trust my vet. They told me that that's a good time, so that's what we decided to do. I trust their judgment. They take really good care of Layla. Every time she goes, she's always healthy and feels good, and she likes them. So, you know, I just trust their judgment. They're the professionals and I'm not, so they said it's a good time, so it was a good time. I'm gonna get into one more question before I roll the clip of the actual day. Somebody asked, how do we prepare for the surgery? And the vet just gave us some pills. I wish I took a picture of them, but I did not, and I don't have the bottle anymore because there was only 4 and she had to take them all. So she took 2 pills the night before. She had to take them 2 hours before bed, and she could not eat after that. So if she went to bed at 10 o'clock, she needed to start fasting 2 hours early, and she needed to take the pills when it, you know, at that same time. And then when she woke up the next morning, she had to take 2 more of the same pills before the surgery, like 2 hours before. She took like 1 hour before. She didn't actually do well the first night. When she took the pills, she actually threw them up immediately, and the next morning she took it. So I guess we only had the effect of the 1 day since she threw it up the first night, but she was supposed to take 4 pills, 2 the night before and 2 the day of, and fast for the whole night before. All right, so enough of me talking about the pre-surgery. Let's get into the actual day. All right, good morning everybody. I am at the vet and it is time for Layla's spay appointment. I just wanted to turn these wipers off. I know I look crazy. It's literally 7:30 in the morning and Layla's back there. She has her appointment, so she is going to get checked in and everything, and then yeah, we'll see, because I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. But yeah, I thought I would document as much as I can. So I know they're gonna come out and check her in, and they're gonna take her. Then I'm gonna have to do the payment and everything, and then I guess I will do a update on how everything goes. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here, let you guys know what I was doing and what Layla will be doing. Yeah, so right now I'm just waiting for her vet to come out, so yeah, she can get checked in and stuff. It looks like they're on the way now.
Morning.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. And how was Layla this morning?
She's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. Was she fasted last night and this morning?
Yeah, she fasted. She actually threw her pills up last night.
Okay.
So this morning she took it,
Good.
but last night she
Didn't
took
have it?
Yeah, no.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure she'll be just fine. We typically just have that on board so that they're more relaxed and not so nervous when they're here.
Okay.
Once we get her inside, they usually calm right down.
Okay.
But we do kind of the layout of the day. We'll do her right away this morning. Okay. Probably give you a call late morning, early afternoon.
Okay.
Let you know how she's doing, and then we'll set up a pickup time for a little bit later today.
Okay.
Okay. So you can check whatever one you want. And then this bottom portion talks about the IV catheter. We will be placing one today. That just helps keep her hydrated during the procedure. It helps with blood pressure, gives us that IV access in case of an emergency, and then it does help her wake up a little bit better because it flushes that anesthesia through. Okay? So what I'm going to have you do is sign the bottom of the estimate here, check the boxes that you want here, sign down here, and then the best number to reach you.
Okay. You see her?
Hi, little nugget, you're so excited. You're so excited. You ready? Let's go. Let's go.
All right, thank
We'll take really good care of her and we'll call you in a little bit, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Oh
my God. Okay, so now that Layla's in the surgery, I know a couple people had questions about the cost and if I had pet insurance. So I do have pet insurance, but the thing is, with pet insurance, it does not cover the procedure, and it also does not cover vaccines. So if you want it, it's mainly for accidents, illnesses, and injuries. So if your dog gets hurt outside or running around in the house, jumps off some furniture, breaks their leg or something, or if they get sick and like an accident, something just happens randomly that is an unexpected expense, then you can use your pet insurance for that. But for something like a spay or a neuter or for vaccines, pet insurance does not cover that type of stuff. I mean, I think they do have a specific kind of pet insurance that might cover it, but a lot of pet insurances do not cover you know, costs that are supposed to happen. So their well-being and everything, you're technically supposed to be prepared and take care of that on your own, and the pet insurance is supposed to take care of any accidents or illnesses or something like that. Next question was, how long did the procedure take? And the procedure took only a few hours. So I dropped her off at 7:30 in the morning, and they called me that they were done around 11 o'clock or 10:30. And then they told me I could pick her up in a few hours after all the anesthesia and everything had run out. So they told me to come at 1:30 p.m. and let's run the clip of me going to get her. Okay, it's 1:30 now. I am on the way to the vet. I only live about 5 minutes away, thankfully, so I'm gonna go pick up Layla. I'm so excited to see her. So I'll talk to you guys when I get there. Just hope she did well. They said she did really well, so that's good. But that's all I know so far, so we'll see when I get there. I'm literally down the street now. Okay, well, I don't know why I'm so nervous right now to see her. But they are going to be bringing her out very, very shortly. So we shall see how she's doing. Okay, so the vet just came out, and I didn't record like our conversation this time, but I got all of the instructions on what to do. So she has 2 different types of medication. She didn't bring her out yet, but here are the syringes that she has. Does it have my address on here? Yeah, it does. So I'm not going to turn it around. So she just takes 2 of these by mouth every 12 hours. And then, I forgot what she said about this one. Half tablet by mouth every 12 hours starting tomorrow for this one. And these are both pain medications. And then since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, if anything happens, they gave me a list of emergency vets to go to. And I think that's all. It just tells me like limited walking, limited running, limited exercise, limited crazy behavior, because they said the little young ones get better after like 2 days. And she doesn't have the cone on right now. So I can put the onesie on when we get home because it's going to be more comfortable for her. And yeah, we're just going to see. And if I need to get the cone, they said I can come back by 8 o'clock tonight. So yeah, that's just a little update. We'll wait for her to come now. She's coming.
Oh my gosh, I did want to give this to you. I returned that back on their card for you, and that gives you a layout of everything. Okay. And then I did want to show you her incision. It's right in there. Okay, so just keep an eye on that.
Okay, and that's for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, for
okay.
2 weeks, no bathing or swimming. I don't think there's going to be much swimming now anyway, but no bathing. After that 2 weeks, she can resume normal activity and things like that. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, here you go. And since she doesn't have any sutures, there's no recheck or anything. Only if you have a problem, let us know and we'll get her in and have her looked at.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm gonna have someone call you on Friday to check in and see how she's doing. But otherwise, if you have questions, call us. We're here till 8. Otherwise, you can call those emergency numbers and they can help you out.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Bye. You are so precious. Thank you for being so good. We'll talk to you later. Okay.
Tired. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Quick, let you guys see her real quick. This is my baby. How are you doing, Mama? Is you feeling okay? You sleepy? I think they said she was gonna be quieter, so she's gonna be quiet for today mostly, and probably tomorrow. But yeah, we're just gonna get home and let her get a nice comfortable rest. Are you okay, Mamas? I love you so much. I wish I could touch you and hold you, but I'll do that when we get home. We're only 5 minutes away from the house, and she is already knocked out in the back. Oh, I feel so bad. Don't honk at me. The light just turned. I hate that shit. I am almost here. Oh, she's up. Layla, you feeling better? No? Oh, my poor sleepy baby. We gotta get her somewhere comfortable so she can rest. I've made it back to the house that quick because I'm literally down the street, thank God. Hopefully nobody took my parking spot. Hate that. But yeah, we'll see how she is when she gets home. Then I'm gonna put the onesie on her, and then I'll update you guys probably as soon as I get inside, so because I haven't even been able to see or hold her yet. So we're here and she's up. All right, so as you guys can see, my poor little angel, she was in so much pain. I know people did ask about the pain. So yes, she was in pain. She was hurting. She was whining. In the car, you know, she's usually super excited to see me, but she was not excited to see me at all. I feel like she knew that I dropped her off, and she knew that I knew what was gonna happen. So she was not happy with me when she got back to the car. But she was in pain when we got home. She did whine and stuff. She laid in that bed that's like right, can you guys see? Right here. She laid in that bed literally all day, and she wouldn't eat a lot until around 10 o'clock. So she didn't eat really anything until 10 o'clock. Right here you can see as soon as I get home, I did put on her onesie, and she did not get a cone. So I did ask the doctor about the cone, and they told me that they would prefer not to give it to her because it's not really comfortable for her. So they didn't give the cone, but they thought if it was necessary later on in the day, since I picked her up at 1:30, they said they'll be open until like 8 p.m. So if I felt like I needed to get the cone, I can always come back and get it, or I can go get a blow up one from PetSmart or something. So those were the two options they gave me. And then I told them that we had the surgical onesie at home, so they said that that would be a lot more helpful and a lot more comfortable for her. So I used the onesie that I got in my puppy clothing haul, which if you haven't seen that, I'll put the link up here so you guys can see where I got everything from, all her clothes. And I also got her a Christmas onesie recently, which was from the same link. It's just a different pattern. So yeah, she was really festive and cute. Post picture here so you guys can see her in her little Christmas onesie, which if you saw the YouTube community post, and you probably saw it already, or if you follow her on Instagram, you've seen it. I have a question about details on onesies. The onesie that we did use originally, I put the link in the previous seconds that I just spoke, but I have the surgical onesie. So all I did was look up on Amazon surgical onesies for dogs, and you'll have a bunch of different options. I got her a size medium in the one that I did get her, which was the blue and white striped one, and the Christmas one. So it was just a lot more comfortable. She didn't have to wear the cone. It covered up the incision, which was on her belly button, and I will show you in a second. Okay, so I'm sitting up now because she actually doesn't have her onesie on. I'm going to show you guys the incision site so you guys can have an idea of what to expect when your dog is getting surgery and has these stitches. Okay, so here she is, and this is her incision site. If you guys can see, it's just a little stitch like right there down the belly, and her arm is also shaved. I think it's this one. Her arm is shaved right here, because I think that's where they did the shot for the anesthesia. But other than that, she is a good little baby. She is doing just fine. Even though I don't have her onesie on, I haven't had it on for a couple days actually, but she hasn't been trying to scratch. She hasn't had any reactions. I know those are the next two questions, was are there any reactions, or were there any or has she been trying to scratch or lick? And she has not. She's been good. After the first week, everything has been perfectly fine. It's been like a week and a half now, so she is doing just fine, back to her normal playful self. And I don't feel like as scared to have her onesie off, but if she does try to lick it or scratch at the incision site, I'll put the onesie back on. But for now, she's doing very, very well. Okay, so now that we're home, our next question is, how is she doing? Were you able to pick her up or not due to her stitches? Was she able to get up and go potty okay? Were you worried? Can you update us on her recovery and the process? I already talked about the process, but she's doing just fine now. At the time of, I know you probably just seen her run by, she was super tired and lethargic when we brought her home. Wasn't feeling the best. She wanted to be in the bed. She slept so long. She slept literally all day, not even sleeping. She just wanted to lay down and be in the bed, not be bothered. Obviously she still wanted us to be around her, so that is what we were doing. We were around her the whole day. Even when we had to go somewhere, we took her with us. Was in pain and she wanted to lay down, so that's kind of how it was. As for the potty, she was able to potty just fine. In her onesie, it still had the little opening for her to use the bathroom, so I didn't have to remove the onesie or anything when she went outside. I didn't take her out on the walk or anything because they told me no physical exercise for like a week. So we just used the fresh patch that's on my balcony. I do still use that, and it is really helpful. As for being worried, I was definitely worried. My baby was in pain. She did not want to get up. She did not want to eat. It was really terrifying and hurtful to me as a dog mommy, seeing my child in pain, because obviously she is my baby, my daughter, my child. So I felt so bad, and I wanted to do anything to help her, but I just let her rest it out because that's what she wanted to do. She just wanted to rest. She didn't want to play. She didn't want to get up. And the doctor told me that that's what would happen on the first day, so we just kind of let her rest. Okay, so she's been laying here in this little bed. I usually have it over there under the TV, but I'm cleaning the kitchen right now. So I moved the bed so she can be by me and still be comfortable. Here's her in her little onesie. And it's time to give her a syringe. It's now like 8 o'clock. So it's time for a syringe for you, mamas. So I have to give her one of these syringes in her mouth for pain meds. So yeah, let's just do that. All right. Turn you around. You gotta take your pain medication so you're not in pain. So this is what the syringe looks like. And they said to give it to her by mouth. So that's what I'm gonna do. Come on, mommy. Come on.
The blueberry.
It's the first thing she ate all day. Good girl, mama.
I actually can't wait to burn this. I've got this.
Basically.
See if she'll take another one.
I'm trying to pick up with one handle. It's like the heaviest candle ever. I actually got this in the white candle.
Oh.
Good. Good girl. You gonna eat it?
Just something to the person, right? Are you ready? Ready to run. Sophie, do you want to come and see the fridge? Yeah, you can just go.
She like blueberries.
Okay, so even though she was down a day, by the next day, Thanksgiving Day, she was up and moving, she was eating, she was active, and it was all better. She didn't run around still. She was still like walking around, prancing around, playing with her toys, but not really running. Yeah, she wasn't supposed to be running around, so we had to monitor her. So she wasn't really supposed to be doing that, but she was up walking around, and she was being pretty social at Thanksgiving around other people and stuff. So she was all good the next day, and I'm really happy about that. All right, I know a lot of people had some questions about change behavior based on some assumptions, because I know they say that dogs' behavior can change after they get spayed or neutered. Luckily, Layla's did not. She's still the same playful, happy, energetic dog that she was before the surgery. So luckily we didn't have any change behavior in that way. She was only sad, down and out the first day, but the second day she was back to normal. All right, I have a last couple bit of questions that I wanted to go through before the end of the video. The first question would be, is there a chance that it can harm a puppy or a dog? And I feel like there is a chance with any type of surgery. It doesn't have to just be this one. But you can look up the pros and cons of getting the surgery and you can decide for yourself. I did do research and I did ask in the Facebook CAVAPOO community group. I mentioned this in one of my prior videos. I forget which one, but I do go to them for advice because it's just a whole community of CAVAPOO and CAVACHON owners, and they all give each other advice. It is called the CAVAPOO and CAVACHON community, and it is on Facebook if you just want to do a search. If they will accept you in if you are looking for a dog or already have a CAVAPOO. So if you have any questions about CAVAPOOs or getting one, training, all of that, food, they're just super helpful, and it's so many people in there, so definitely I would suggest looking in there. I did ask them what are the pros and cons of getting the surgery, and to me there was just more pros than cons, so that is why I decided to do so. Okay, the last question that I'm going to answer is, should I get my dog neutered? Is it really worth it? Do you notice any behavior changes? So I already answered the behavior portion, and no, I do not. She keeps trying to squeak these toys, I'm telling you. But no, I don't notice any behavior changes, but in my opinion, it is worth it. But that is up for you to decide. For you as a future owner, you have to think about your lifestyle choices. If you're considering breeding your dog, if you want them to be partnered with a mate, or if you have another dog that you know already that you want to breed, if you want to wait until they go into heat or not, like these are all decisions that you have to make, and you can consult your vet. Don't just look at people on YouTube, do what they're doing. Talk to your vet, get professional assistance, talk to the people on Facebook so you can get multiple opinions. Don't just take my opinion as a CAVAPOO owner, but definitely there are so many other people out here who have the same questions and have gone through the same things that I have. But it was just the best thing for me and for my family and for Layla. So that is why I decided to do it. But definitely do your research, get professional opinion, talk to your vet. So yeah, it was worth it for us because that was just a lifestyle choice for me, but definitely do your own research and then you can make your own judgment and opinion. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like usual, I'm so happy to have this community. You guys are the best. Thank you guys for participating and asking questions and everything. And yes, she is just fine. He's here trying to play, trying to get her little squeaky toys. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. But if you guys have any more questions, you can ask them in the comment section below and I'll do my best to get back to everybody. And thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.